When you're one of the hottest and the fastest growing advertising agency in America, you know how to promote a book, especially one written by your leaders. You do it with style, verve, and a big bang.
If it's your business to get noticed in a noisy world, you must read Bang! By Linda Kaplan Thaler and Robin Koval. Available wherever books are sold.
The television spot was just one of the ways the Kaplan Thaler Group propelled Bang to the Wall Street Journal's bestseller list of business books. And true to the book's subtitle, Getting Your Message Heard in a Noisy World, the agency cut through the clutter quickly. Bang made the bestseller list the very first week.
You know, if you come out with a book that tells you how to make a big bang, you've got to do advertising and marketing that does that. And it's been incredible. The response has been amazing.
Amazing, but no surprise to co-author Robin Koval.
One day, I have to say, Linda came into my office and said, "We are going to make this book a bestseller." And I looked at her and I said, "You know what, Linda? When you get those ideas, those big bang ideas, I just get in the boat and go."
Publisher Steve Rubin says no one can touch Kaplan Thaler, except perhaps when it comes to titling a book.
They came to us with a dreadfully titled book called The Big Bang, and we decided we didn't want a book on the universe, but we'd love a book on advertising. So we changed the title to Bang, and we worked with them, and it evolved into a really extraordinary book.
We wrote the book from an advertising point of view because we like to create, we think we've created big bang advertising in terms of our AFLAC duck and herbal essences.
Yes! Yes! If you think that's great, try the body wash.
But the point of the book is anybody, anywhere can create a big bang with their life. Whether it's starting a new job, asking your boss for a raise, get out there, get heard, and do something in a big bang way. And forget about fear. Go out and do it. Disrupt the norm.
I think these two incredible women are not frightened of anything. Why should they be? I mean, there's such mediocrity and, as I said, noise out there. Find some way to get beyond it. Find some way to get people's attention.
And they got attention, nationwide attention, on Good Morning America.
One thing I want to know, and I don't know if Diane's going to ask it, is it a real duck? Absolutely.
He's so well known that when ducks see other ducks, they immediately think of insurance.
And in her new book titled Bang, which she co-authored with Robin Koval, she shows us how to apply the offbeat, innovative ideas that make ads successful to your own life. And we welcome you this morning, Linda. Good to have you.
Nice to be here.
The Kaplan Thaler Group hosted a lively party to launch the book on its rocket ride to the bestseller list. The agency took over a restaurant for the evening, renamed it Bang, and invited an A-list of guests from the worlds of advertising, publishing, entertainment, and business.
We wanted this to be a big bang from start to finish. The mints, the bookmarks, the drinks are called Bang. Everything's a bang from beginning to end.
The idea is obviously to celebrate a Big Bang book with a Big Bang event, and we wanted to do something that would really allow everybody who's been a part of this book to be here, because as we say in the book, it's really about creating a fertile universe, and every single person who has touched the Kaplan Thaler Group, who has touched this book, has made the Big Bang happen.
Oh, look, it's the guy who falls.
The Kaplan Thaler Group has ignited big bangs for its clients
AFLAC.
by creating some of television's most memorable ad campaigns.
Well, we have a philosophy at our company, which is Big Bang marketing. Just the way the original Big Bang was created, where you take a lot of very important, chemical information. In our case, it's ideas, stirring in a little pot, very close together, it explodes, and a whole universe is born. And this is how we like to think of how you create Big Bang advertising.
Award-winning advertising for insurance, shampoo, toys, airlines, financial, household products, and many others.
I think great advertising has to be edgy, and it has to be, in some ways, create a stir. I think the worst, it has to break through the clutter. We see thousands of messages a day. I mean, they're putting messages on top of, on top of urinals.
The Big Bang sells products, and has created a tidal wave of publicity for the Kaplan Thaler Group. With billings of more than $500 million, It's the country's fastest-growing advertising agency, an agency that thrives in an environment that fosters creative thinking.
Part of creating that environment is absolutely letting people feel, not just telling you, but letting people feel that a bad idea is going to be as valued as much as a good idea. Why is that? Because most good ideas have come from somebody else's bad idea.
Sometimes those ideas spring from random thinking, like the hatching of a duck, who raised AFLAC's brand recognition from 10 to 91% in just over a year.
One day I'm out at lunch, and we've been working on this for a number of weeks now, and I'm just coming back with like a corned beef sandwich, and I'm almost back into the office, and I just started saying out loud, AFLAC, 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 AFLAC. And all of a sudden the sound of a AFLAC and AFLAC. It sounded like a duck. And I said, well, why not? You know, something that maybe they'll remember it that way. And I went back to him and I put down my sandwich and I said, how about a duck? And he says, sounds good to me.
AFLAC.
The key to the story is work hard, but take lunch.
AFLAC.
The one you really need to have.
AFLAC.
Ask about what?
AFLAC.
The risk was just pulling it and losing a few million. The reward was if it hit a home run. But it didn't hit a home run, it hit a grand slam.
We created the yes, yes, yes for Herbal Essence advertising. And that went from one organic experience to the organic experience were heard around the world.
It takes you where no shampoo has gone before, with all natural botanicals and organic herbs.
And by talking with women,
so we realized, wow, this experience of smelling this product and washing your hair, this could be a really good experience. In fact, it could be a really, really good experience. And then we thought of the movie Harry Met Sally. We thought, okay, woman's just having this incredibly organic experience. And we cut to a couple on the couch, and she says,
I want to get the shampoo she's using.
And thus, a little universe was born.
Focus, focus, focus.
Now it's a big universe for Linda Kaplan Thaler and Robin Koval. In the book, they say advertising is not rocket science, but their Big Bang Theory has been so successful, they believe it's tailor-made for any company looking to increase market share exponentially. Even a successful publisher like Steve Rubin has felt waves from the Big Bang.
We learned already from them, after a big fight about what the full-page ad should look like, to do something that's different. I never in a million years would have done the ad the way they did it, and it's brilliant.
You could say just another not-so-quiet day at the office for the Kaplan Thaler Group. I'm Len Dybert, Business Now.